And then when I opened the door, they started pushing me, and it was a raid. It was a whole raid. Yeah. Wow. It was scary,
Okay, Fauzi, so some content creators believe that, they should address certain political and societal issues. Okay, but some content creators don't believe in that. What about you? Where do you draw the line?
Wow. It's a good question. I love this question because, like I mentioned before, my social media platform is almost like my workplace, right? And a lot of followers are looking at me more than just a content creator. I'm also somebody they can, hopefully, I hope, to look up to. So I believe in like vulnerability, honesty, and authenticity. Well, all the big
bombastic side eye.
That's our AD for you lah. Assistant director, very busy lah. It's okay. Because
I cannot. Yeah, so where was I? Okay,
authenticity. Yes.
So I believe in authenticity. Authenticity. I believe in authenticity, realness, and just openness with vulnerability as well with my followers, so that I don't need to be so perfect. You know what I mean? Because I feel like there is this stigma of influencers needing to be beautiful. Everything is perfect.
Correct.
And I think there was a point of time where I felt like, oh my God, the minute I compared with somebody else, right, I feel like I'm not doing enough. And I realized that you will never do enough because if you're always comparing with others, then you realize that, you're not improving yourself. You're just it's toxic, self-toxicity. Yeah.
So you feel like it's okay lah to share.
Okay. It's okay.
As long as you know whatever that you share is genuine, it's real,
correct,
and relatable.
Correct.
Okay.
Correct.
Understand. So Fauzi, you've had a very difficult journey dealing with addiction. And but you've been pretty open about it as well. I think you've shared it on a couple of news platforms. But could you just share with us what initially led you to even want to try it?
Wow, that's a good question because when I first tried it, I was like curious. I was curious, what is this? Like, so a friend of mine.
So it was offered to you?
Yeah, it was offered to me. And then I tried it, and the next day I couldn't sleep. But I was still functioning. But then I didn't realize, I didn't realize that I was hooked to it. I felt like I was in control. I only did it for leisure. So it's either to relax or let's celebrate, you know what I mean? And I even use it to stay up to do school work. Because I was part-time in uni and then I was working as well.
Yeah.
And it's so tiresome if you're doing that. And the rat race in Singapore is just like...
yeah, correct. And this is recent, right? This is very recent.
No, it's actually a long time already.
Oh.
Yeah, a long time. When I first started it, I thought I had it controlled.
Okay.
But recently, when I was depressed and questioning what I do online and just everything, and then the online bullying happened, I felt I was questioning myself. And then that's when it's the dangerous part. I used the drugs to escape.
So that's how you felt your addiction evolved.
Yeah. So I isolated myself to everybody. And I was so scared, actually. I was really scared. I don't know who to tell. I'm like, oh my God, I think I'm hooked. But I was still a functioning addict. It was so scary. I was still putting on a smile. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
When you say hooked, like what do you mean? Like when you don't get it, you feel...
I need it. I need my confidence
craving.
back. Yeah, the cravings.
Okay.
So I need the confidence back.
And that gave you the confidence.
Yeah. Yeah. Whatever you see the content now is, I feel like it's the elevated Fauzi. Yeah, but with the drugs, it was like, yeah, it was wacky ideas, but now I'm starting to realize that, hey, I'm actually just creative without the drugs. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
What eventually motivated you to seek help?
Uh,
Okay, because for some addicts, they don't realize it.
yeah,
So it's amazing that you actually had that moment where you,
right.
I need help.
Yeah, that's the thing. So when I was apprehended, I'm not sure how I was caught lah. Like how they know my address, like CMB knew my address and everything. I'm not too sure how it happened, but I'm thankful it happened to me. I just told them like, yeah, just take me away. I was in that
Okay.
state of mind. I was very quiet. I was like, just take me away. I really need help. And I feel like it was a great intervention. Yeah.
Was
yeah.
your partner shocked?
He was shocked because he was sleeping actually, and I was like, I had 2 shoots on that day, and I was having breakfast in the morning. McDonald's. I was having McDonald's. And then when they came back, this was when 2023. 2023 in May.
Okay.
Yeah. So McDonald's arrived. The delivery arrived. Then ding dong again. I was like, oh, my hash brown, is it? I was like,
You forget hash brown.
hash brown. And then when I opened the door, they started pushing me, and it was a raid. It was a whole raid. Yeah. It was scary.
Yeah.
It was so traumatizing. But it was much needed, I guess. When I went in also, I did see some friends. So I figured, okay, maybe, contacts and everything. Yeah.
So you mean throughout the entire addiction process, I mean, your partner was not aware of it at all? No one knew?
I was like hiding, even my family. Can you imagine? I meet my family, then after that, it feels like a normal day. Yeah.
So you just took it in secret lah.
I felt so lonely. Yeah.
Okay. What do you think were some of the most impactful aspects of the treatment, like during the recovery process? Like when you are in, do they immediately send you to rehab or
No. So they put you in oh my god, it's so difficult to go through this, but like it was so traumatizing.
I'm sure.
They isolate you for many days, and it's just you don't know what's happening most of the time. And I mean, there were a lot of people there who were in and out for the longest time. Apa tu? Oh.
CMB, so like
Yeah.
satu.
So there were a lot of people who were in and out for the longest time, and they are used to it. So they will tell me, "Oh, this is going to happen. That's going to happen." But I think the best part was going to rehab. Really going to rehab center, and the people there were so nice. Actually, yeah, it was liberating because it was off social media.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You mentioned earlier that your family were looking for you.
Yeah.
Because you sort of disappeared.
I did.
Yeah.
Because there was a wedding happening, and
Yeah.
we bought clothes for the wedding, and they were just contacting me. They were wondering how come I'm uncontactable. I'm usually contactable,
Yeah.
even though I had a drug issue. And my family they thought I died because I don't live with them, right? We all don't live with each other. So they kept searching me. They searched for my boyfriend, and wow, it was. But
Did someone
2 weeks
eventually tell them or
yeah, correct. They contacted my boyfriend on Instagram and everything. So they were looking for me lah. And I think at that point I realized that, hey, all these people actually love me. I should have asked for help. Yeah.
Yeah. But okay, initially you mentioned why you tried it was not because you were depressed, like the first time.
No. I was just curious.
The thrill,
Yeah.
really.
Yeah.
And then it got worse only when
When
that depression hits.
Yeah. And the drugs amplifies your moods.
Yeah. But what triggered that depression?
wow, it was just me questioning what I was doing in my life. And especially on social media lah. Like all the hate comments and everything, I think at that point of time, I wasn't in the right state of mind. With the amount of followings I have, of course you have a lot of hate as well.
Yeah.
And it's so difficult because I want to be myself, and of course there are people who have different opinions.
Definitely.
And I don't know why a lot of people cannot live together harmoniously. Just focus on me as a comedian, you know what I mean? So now I learned that all these negative comments don't matter to me lah. Yeah, I should focus on the people who support me.
Do you feel that holds you back a bit more from sharing your personal life, or you think, you know what, screw it, I don't care what these people say?
Yeah, I'm at the state of mind of okay, now I'm sober, I'm a bit clear-headed. I know what I want to achieve in life, so I don't care lah.
Okay.
Yeah, they don't pay my bills.
That's true.
They don't wash my backside.
That's right. How do you think your whole, addiction and then plus your recovery, do you think it has affected your relationship with your family, your siblings, especially, with your siblings because you're so close, right? Were they like, apa sih hari ni yang
Yeah.
gerak? Like, how can we not notice? Like,
They did mention.
okay.
They did mention. They say like, we didn't even know you're suffering.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that's the dangerous part about this whole drug issue in Singapore. A lot of people think that people are taking drugs because they are a bad person. But actually, we are all broken people. When I went to rehab, I hear all their stories. I cry. I'm like, oh my God, I thought I'm living in a horrible state, but theirs are worse. Family not supporting, no education, even got education also, stress from family,
Yeah.
and the pressure in Singapore. Some people, even teachers, are taking drugs so
Because
that
of
they
the
can.
stress at work.
Yes.
Wow.
So like the issue here is not the drugs. I feel it's really like just societal pressures and everything. But of course, don't take drugs, because like, it will screw you up. You know. Yeah. It will, because by taking drugs, you are running away from your whole problems.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's the thing. Like that's why I learned a lot from the rehab. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
What role do you think, if any, does ongoing support like counselor or therapies play in maintaining your sobriety?
Wow, thanks for that. I do see a counselor every month once, and I've been very appreciative with the counselor. She checks on me a lot, and we do monthly updates lah. I think it keeps me in check as well, because I'm going to be honest, I still have cravings. Sometimes I go like, I just want to take the drugs. Like,
Okay.
it's like, I hate people, I want to take the drugs. Yeah, because, sometimes when you go through struggles, I will always go back to the drugs back then.
Yeah.
But now I have to learn new habits.
Yeah.
Yeah, when I have cravings, talk to somebody.
Yeah. Do you have that moment yang, when you are off the drugs, in Malay they say ketagih, that from the symptoms of not having it.
Yeah lah,
yeah.
in rehab.
In rehab.
I did. Yeah. In fact, when I came out of rehab also, I was still craving for it.
Yeah.
It was so scary because I've had friends who went back to drugs as well. Unfortunately,
Because they could not manage it.
yeah.
Okay.
And no support. I think the
that's
problem now with society is nobody is supporting. Which is why probably Yellow Ribbon is doing a lot of work to battle this stigma,
Yeah.
That's the thing lah. Yeah. I think the important thing is that right now I have family support. I want to focus on that. But I still do have cravings for sure. I don't feel full.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't feel full.
I just want to go back a bit on the counselor and therapist bit.
Yeah.
Do you think that there's a slight stigma in Singapore? Like if you see a counselor or therapist, macam, there's something wrong with you lah. Like, apa ni? Like, just talk to a friend, what? Just talk to someone lah. Why must you see a counselor? Why must you see a therapist?
Actually, wow, good point. I feel like, okay, so when you talk to your friends, it's so different from talking to a therapist because with friends, sometimes when you offload to them, it can be so stressful for them as well because they care for you.
Yeah.
They care for you and they want the best for you as well. So sometimes I feel like it's a burden to a friend. Because sometimes when you meet your friend, if you always talk about your problems, then you don't talk about each other.
Correct.
Yeah.
That's why I've been trying to tell my friends. If I don't share about some of my things, sorry, suddenly personal.
Yeah.
Because they get so angry when I don't tell them things.
Alright,
But I think it's an introverted
it's
thing.
introvert thing. Yeah.
We just don't want to burden
Yeah,
some of our issues
And
on them.
therapists are paid to do it. So they will have their professional views on it as well. So I feel like it's easier to share with a therapist.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of people think that, yeah lah, gila lah.
Yeah.
You gila lah.
Kan?
You siao lah.
Yeah. You sound like you
You can talk to me.
Yeah.
But they don't understand. I've lost friends because of that. Unfortunately.
okay.
Because they say, you can depend on me, I can be here for you. But I feel like, I'm burdening you.
Yeah. I think not only that, but I think the kind of advice that a friend give. I mean, I'm not saying that they are bad friends, but they may be biased on one side. They may not give the professional
I think that's what I need.
advice that a person with like really mental, instability needs.
Yeah.
So I think that's just the main difference lah, and that's what people should kind of understand as well lah.
In fact, my therapist told me to go IMH the other time to really deal with a lot of things in my head. Yeah, I was hearing voices and everything. I mean, because of the drugs, it screws out with your brain, right? So, yeah. And
like what do you hear actually?
I hear negative self-talk. You have your own voices, right? But these voices, they are stronger than your regular inside voices. So I was so scared. I was telling my boyfriend, oh my God, I really cannot tahan already. Because sometimes I would be talking to him and suddenly I'll go like, shut the fuck up. Like, I'll just tell myself or like I'll slap myself. It's so scary.
And he understands.
Yeah. So I told my therapist about it. When I watch movies also, I cannot focus. I hear the voices more than the movie. I cannot relax. But now I'm on medication after seeing a psychiatrist. And I'm so happy I took that step lah. And it's thanks to my therapist.
Yeah.
How's
the cost of counselling and seeing a therapist here in Singapore? Because I'm sure a lot of people like, I have a mental, I maybe might need some help, but I'm not going to see a therapist because it's so expensive.
I just want to say thank you, Singapore, for subsidizing most.
Yeah,
because now Singapore, they are really focusing more on mental health, and I'm really happy that the government is doing something about it because people do need help. And it's really fully, very well subsidized. Yeah.
So I hope you guys are aware, and there's help out there lah.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
So don't be afraid about that lah.
Yes.
How do you think your life has transformed after sobriety?
Wow. I feel like I'm so happy I'm taking charge of my life now. Yeah. And now I'm I just opened a social media company.
Oh!
dailytip.sg.
Wow, congratulations!
Yes. It's a side hustle.
Okay.
And we just got our first project. Woohoo! Follow us, dailytip.sg.
Yes.
And I'm so happy because I have a friend who trusted me with this new transformation. And it's a page to get creators to create content together lah, basically. Yeah, maybe you should be... Yeah, maybe I should invite you also.
Oh, can?
Can?
Of course.
Oh my God, it's fun.
Just holla.
Okay, can. I'll call you. And I've been having more opportunities than I've had before lah. I've been very thankful. I just want to thank everyone for... Even now, like, sitting here with you.
Aww.
Yeah, I really appreciate it.
Yeah. I feel like your wealth of knowledge and experience will definitely help a lot of people lah. Yeah.
Thank you.
What do you feel is the most rewarding aspect of this journey?
Wow. This new journey? I think the rewarding part would be my followers just understanding that I'm still human. Because don't put me on pedestal, like God is one. Allah is satu. Yeah, I'm not the one in pedestal, and I'm really happy I can be on the same level as my followers are. I really care about them actually.
It's really nice.
Yeah.
That's really nice.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, I have met some influencers or content creators who really do it because they need the cash flow.
Yeah.
And then they forget that, hey, you're at the end of the day, you're interacting with people who
Yeah.
are contributing to your cash flow.
Yes.
Yeah, so don't forget that portion lah.
Yeah.
Because sometimes when we meet them in person, they are off lah. They really just
I see.
they-
I see. Yeah, there are
either
some.
they are completely different person or they just completely disregard you.
Right.
Yeah, so I think it's always nice to remember
Yeah.
that it's social media.
Yes.
It's gotta be
Oh,
social.
yeah.
Unless of course it's just your own private social media,
Oh,
then
yeah
that's
lah,
different lah.
yeah lah.
Yeah.
So the thing about my social media platform, it belongs to my followers. Yeah. So a lot of content that I create, the minute I know they love it, I'll listen to them, I'll create more. Yeah.
Love it.
It's
Okay, on hindsight, right, Fauzi, what do you wish you had known or done differently in regards to your addiction?
It's funny because I did try to ask for help from a therapist, but only once. And then I realized that, hey, the drugs really takes over you. And that's when I struggled alone lah. I think what I could have done differently was really seek help from before I got apprehended. Yeah, like maybe tell a family member. Because I was really so quiet.
Yeah.
I wish I had done that differently.
Actually, what held you back from telling a family member? Is it shy or
I was scared.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was scared. Because people had a perception of me like, oh, Fauzi is doing fine. Yeah. He's funny, he's been posting things. But nobody knew what happens behind
Yeah.
camera.
Correct.
Yeah. So I felt lonely in that aspect lah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm sure that there are people out there who either went through, are going through the same thing as you. What advice would you give to anyone who is facing substance abuse issues?
Wow. So with substance abuse, I know it's difficult. From sitting here, I realized that whoever is going through, just be patient with yourself. Like, be kind with yourself. Maybe tell somebody you trust. Tell somebody who you can rely on and help you stop it. Yeah. Because when CMB takes over, it's a whole different kind of story already.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's okay. Don't feel scared to tell somebody you're not any less of anybody else. You're just suffering inside. That's all. Yeah. I've had people come to me and say that they stopped using it after I came out about it. Yeah, I was just cycling at Pasir Ris. And then I wanted to pump my bicycle punya, the wheels. And he told me, he said like, because of me, they are inspired to stop. And he's been sober. Yeah.
I have goosebumps.
Oh my God.
Yeah. That is amazing.
Yeah.
So you see the impact that you make, and that you give to others. I just, wow, Fauzi, I really hope that you're aware of that. And so many people loves you actually.
I was scared, actually. I was scared. I was crying before I posted the video.
Yeah,
and my boyfriend was just holding my hand, and I really need to thank him for being so patient with me. And yeah. Thank you.
I'm so happy that you are sitting here today in this state. And oh my God, I'll always keep you in my prayers lah.
Oh my God.
I'm going to.
Thank you.
Yeah, so it's so heartwarming lah to hear your story and to see you come out of it stronger and renewed. And I think that's really beautiful lah.
I'm still learning. I'm still learning.
Definitely. I hope that people will take this as a learning point. I mean, as you said, people have approached you and they've changed their lives because of you, which is amazing lah.
I need to keep strong. For the people. For my followers.
Yeah, Fauzi, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
But before we go, I think initially we spoke and you said that you shared something about acting in a movie.
Yes.
Please share.
Oh my God, I'll be acting.
You're actor now,
Please. I think I've been so blessed.
Oscar is coming. Please share.
Oh my
what
goodness.
was the movie
Okay,
about?
so We Can Save the World is a comedy sci-fi movie in Singapore. So it's a storyline about this aliens are going to attack the world and Singaporeans are going to save the world.
Wow. What's your role in the movie? Or is it secret?
I don't want to say what's the movie.
Okay lah. Secret.
Yes, it's exciting. Okay. It's exciting.
And it will be out soon?
Soon, I think maybe by end of this year. It's called We Can Save the World .movie. You can find them on Instagram and TikTok.
All right.
And
can you also share about your business as well, your new side hustle?
Oh yes, my side hustle, dailytidbits.sg. Follow us. It's just very frivolous and fun content every day.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Fauzi, for just making time to be here.
Really
and this is actually the first time we met.
Yes.
Right? Yeah,
correct.
for those of you who don't know.
Correct.
This is the first time we met, first time we chat, and I hope this won't be the last. I hope that we'll continue to be in contact as well.
Yes.
And I'll holler, have like director want you lah.
Can.
Because you're actor already ma.
P.
So thank you so much once again, everyone, for tuning in. Thank you so much to all the viewers. Thank you again, Fauzi.
Thank you.
Thank you. And also we want to thank our sponsor one more time, tigafolks.co. Thank you so much. And to all you viewers, there's a very special discount code for you. You also can get this discount code.
Oh, okay. I love this.
You like, right? Tigafolks.
What is it?
Little you see the description box.
Okay.
Yeah, all the information in the description box. Thank you so much and we'll see you soon.
Bye.
Thank you, Fauzi.
Yeah. Nice.
Tiga folks for lunch?
Yes.
Yes.
Let's luncheon, guys.